Hi, everybody. It's your girl, Miss J here, and today we are going to talk about the importance of speaking to children in complete sentences. Yes, complete sentences. So, if you follow me on Instagram, not so much on my Facebook because I got rid of a lot of personal stuff on Facebook. But on Instagram, if you look down my timeline with all the children that's in my family or children that I've taught over the years or children, my friends' kids and things of that nature, you could kind of tell that I engage with them on a different level. I am always talking to them. I am always laughing and playing and enjoying them, even if they are infants. And if you watch some of the content that I have on my Instagram page, you will see that some of my nephews were really young when I was talking to them, and we were just speaking, and they understood what I was saying. They understood what I was saying, and they kind of finished sentences. If I asked them to finish the sentence, they sang with me. If I asked them to sing, if I was telling them to do something, they did it. And they talk back to me. We may not understand what they're saying per se because they're still developing those words, but they talk back to me. And sometimes they said the word, like they repeated the word after me. If I said say A, they might say A. Stop, go. Children typically would pick up the words that they hear most often, and unfortunately, no and stop are the two words that they pick up the fastest, besides mom, ma, and dada, and baba, because typically those are the words that we are saying most often to our children. So keep that in mind when you hear your child say some first key words. If they're saying it, it's because they keep hearing it from you. So I want to tell you guys how important it is to speak in complete sentences. Complete sentences helps our children develop vocabulary and a word count. You may meet children who are 3, 4 years old and they don't talk much. And the reason why is because they're not hearing conversations or words too often, and they may still talk in that, which I have to stop doing, that mama, baba, eat, sit, sleep, night. No, 2-syllable words. And the reason they're doing that is because you're talking to them in 2-syllable words. I have a glare, so I'm gonna take off my glasses. So you're talking to them in those 2-syllable words, and that's all that they're getting. If they're not surrounded by other children, like if they're not in school from an early age on, and they're not hearing the teacher talk as often, and they're not hearing other kids talk as often, and you're not speaking to your child, you're not reading books to your child, you are not developing their vocabulary. Therefore, they have a lower word count in which they speak. And sometimes they don't get that word count up until they go into school and they're surrounded by kids who are talking. So a lot of times people may try to misdiagnose kids and say, oh, they is something wrong with them. No. They might have a speech impediment sometimes, but more than anything, it comes from you not having conversations with your child. It comes from you not speaking to your child. And we must remember that children are just little versions of us. Okay? So the way that I'm talking to you on the other side of this camera lens is the same way that you should be talking to your child. Talk to them as if they understand, because they do. Don't put your child in a box. We tend to put our children in little boxes. When birth to 5 is the most important years of a child life, they could do almost anything that they put their mind to if encouraged, if nurtured, if supported and pushed in that right direction. So it's very important to observe your child and speak to 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 your child. I don't know how many times I need to say it, but I will continue saying it as long as this channel is up, because it is that important. Okay? Speak to them. Speak to them like you speak to me. Do not use profanity. Because guess what? They're going to come to school and they're going to use profanity. Then they're going to get in trouble at school for using profanity. So I want you guys to know, I hope this understands, like, if you have a child and their speech isn't developed as good as another child's speech may be, you not reading, talking, in complete sentences, not talking to them enough, them not being surrounded by other children that have a higher word count and a larger vocabulary, that could be a reason why they are not talking the way they should. And then the other part could be because they have a speech impediment, which means they need a little bit more help with speaking. It means that they need to go out there. You need to be doing, lip, word, tongue exercises so that they could do the things. I know it looks real weird. I was trying not to look too weird. But if you do lip and word and tongue exercises and you enunciate those words for that child, it helps them to learn how to speak a lot better. And I'm going to give you, before we go, I'm going to give you a key thing that I do for speech purposes and to teach the kids ABCs and to teach them word recognition and letter sounds. All of that, you guys going to be like, what? This is all? Yeah, and it's so simple. It's saying the ABC song throughout the whole song, but instead of just saying A, B, C, D, E, F, G, no, I go A, and then they have to repeat after me. B, C. And this is them practicing how to say those letters. So do that every night. A, B. And once you get all the way down to Z, then say the ABC songs. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. Y'all get the point, okay? And that would help them develop a better speech pattern for enunciating certain words that they may have issues with. And it's usually the words that go s and puh and what, things of that nature. But blends a little bit. So if you start enunciating the words and singing a song with them every day, that could really help your child. I hope this was helpful. If you have any more questions, leave it down in the comments. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook. I'm not on Twitter. And I will respond back to you if you have any more questions. I hope this helped, and I will talk to you guys later. Have a great day.